The Hot 25, the adventure, exploring street art all over Decatur and Macon County. The Ride, a 2020 Hyundai Palisade Limited from Bob Brady Auto Group in silver with black leather interior and all of the latest tech, including the coolest tech feature I've ever personally seen. That's right, put your turn signal on and you get a camera showing you in the dash what's happening on the left side of your car. And you can get all of this luxury for about half the price of what you'd expect. It is incredible. Murals and art go back to the Paleolithic days and caves, but street art is pretty new, and the godfather of street art is known as Ron English. He did Elefanka right behind us here. The thing about Ron English, born and raised right here in Decatur, Illinois, now he's a globally famous artist with works all around the world. So right behind us is the work of Colin Salazar. No Decatur connection at all. Grew up right next to a national park and was an outdoor enthusiast. Really started to make it big about 2015. He's a self-taught artist, but now his works are all over the globe. When he stayed in Decatur, they tried to give him a hotel room. He slept right down here in his work van to complete this mural. So now we're on East El Dorado, and the Goss family, anybody that's been around town knows Shaney and Trina. They do a lot to give back, and they also know Shaney's love of music. This one is Bob Marley, and it's about spreading love. And if you look closely in Shaney's work, you'll always find the number 3. So the newest addition to the great murals in Decatur is this right behind me by Kelsey Montague. She is a world-famous artist, studied in Florence, Italy, has works all over the world, including at last year's Super Bowl, and it's only the 3rd in Illinois and the only one in downstate. So when you get down here and you take your pictures with the wings, make sure you use the hashtag #WhatLiftsYou on social media. So the Decatur Area Arts Council's Jerry Johnson painted this, our namesake for our city, Commodore Stephen Decatur, and he actually finished painting it the night of the 4th of July at nighttime when fireworks were going off all over the city. Pretty cool. And the bold and daring, that's from British Lord Horatio Nelson, who called Stephen Decatur's destruction of the stolen Philadelphia the most bold and daring act of the age. It also made Stephen Decatur a national hero. So sometimes public art can be a great partnership. This was sponsored by Nims and Associates, and it's the great history of the Decatur Staleys all the way to the Decatur Bears. This took Jerry Johnson a lot longer than he thought, and an awful lot of volunteers. Originally, the players were going to be in, and one of the sponsors said, "Where's Coach Hallis?" So now we get the whole thing. So Millikan grad Nick Beery is the artist here, and this is based on the work of Fibonacci, who was a mathematician in the Middle Ages from Pisa, Italy, who gave us, among other things, the popular Roman numeral system, and this spiral, which can be found in all kinds of nature. You can find it in flower petals and seed heads and pine cones, even spiral galaxies, and the human body. So you might just think abstract art, it actually means quite a bit. Local artist Amy Rankin and Michelle Stevens created Unstoppable, and if you can see behind me, you might imagine why. It's 128 feet long and about 12 feet high, and it is all about the tenacity of Millikan's wrestling team because it's on their building, but all the great history of trains in Decatur. And in fact, Decatur's first train arrived in 1854, and the population exploded after that. So right in the heart of the Oakwood Business Association is one of Eric Weatherford's local artists, his murals. He put this together because it kind of felt like it was the vibe of the neighborhood. And if you take a look around, you can see a lot of really artsy folks. Eric may be the most prolific of all of our street artists because he's got work all over town, including right behind us at the winery. He's done projects at Macon Resources. He's worked in downtown Decatur, right across from the Decatur Club. You can see his work right off of El Dorado with the big, spectacular, colorful mural. If you go downtown on the law offices, you know, Lincoln, you got to have a little Abraham Lincoln. He's done the gardens for District 61, worked on a project with Johns Hill for District 61. So Eric's work is all over town, and he's created a company called Odd Wall Painting, where he actually works with sponsors and advertisers if they want to create great art on their buildings. So we saved my absolute favorite for the last. This was 5 years ago after our good friend and great mayor Mike McElroy, tuna to all of his friends, passed away unexpectedly. The family came together, local artist Shani Goss came together, and they designed this mural and put it up over 3 days during the Decatur celebration a couple of weeks after his death. It was amazing to watch all of the people pass through here over those 3 days to watch the progress on the mural. Jerry Johnson from the Arts Council was a big help, Shani Goss, and to the entire McElroy family. And I drive by this every single morning on my way to work and take a look up there and remember my friend Tuna. Make sure you follow the Hot 25 all summer long, driven by the Bob Brady Auto Group and NowDecatur.com.